Chosen one, stop. Don't scroll past this message. Whatever you're doing right now, pause it. Close your eyes for just 1 second. Take a breath, because the next few minutes were divinely timed for your arrival on this screen. Top-level agents have been watching your life. Not casually, not from a distance. They have files on you. They have records of every tear you cried behind closed doors. They have monitored every quiet prayer you whispered when nobody else was listening. They have watched you keep going when your body begged you to stop. They have noticed every moment you chose faith over fear. And now, they want to thank you in person. This is not a coincidence. This is not an algorithm pushing a random video your direction. There is a reason you are hearing this today. There is a reason this exact title caught your eye, while 10,000 others didn't. You were never supposed to scroll past this. You were guided here by something higher than a recommendation engine. Listen carefully, because the words coming next were prepared for your spirit long before you ever pressed play. Type yes if this already speaks to your spirit, because what I'm about to unfold is going to change how you see your entire life. You may have noticed something strange happening in the last few months. Doors that used to open for everyone else suddenly closing for you. Opportunities passing you by. Friendships fading for no apparent reason. Old versions of yourself quietly dying inside your chest. You may have felt lonely in rooms full of people. You may have sensed a heaviness around you that nobody else seemed to recognize. You may have even questioned whether something was wrong with you. But chosen one, nothing has been wrong with you. Everything has been working. A reassignment has been happening. Heaven has been rerouting your entire life. The agents watching you didn't just start recently. They have been observing since the day you were born. They were present at your first cry. They recorded the prophecy spoken over your life before you could even understand language. They filed every setback, every betrayal, every lonely night, every silent victory. And now, the file is almost complete. Type 777 if you trust God's timing even when you cannot see it. There is a reason your journey has felt heavier than other people's journeys. There is a reason the lessons keep coming. There is a reason you cannot simply coast through life like some do. You are not behind. You are not cursed. You are being prepared. And the top-level agents assigned to your case know exactly how close you are to the door you have been praying to reach. They have seen the blueprints. They have reviewed your timeline. And what they have confirmed in the heavenly courts will leave you trembling in the best possible way. The thank you they want to give you in person is not for your talent. It is not for your success. It is not for anything the world measures. It is for your obedience in the dark. It is for the mornings you woke up and chose to believe again anyway. It is for the nights you did not give up on yourself, even when every voice around you gave up on you. That is what got their attention, chosen one. That is why they are coming forward now. You were never ordinary. Repeat that to yourself right now. You were never ordinary. Your sensitivity was never a weakness. Your deep feeling was never a disorder. Your intuition was never paranoia. That thing inside of you that recognizes lies before they finish being spoken. That feels the energy of a room before anyone speaks a word. That senses when something is shifting in the unseen realm. That was never your imagination. That was your assignment gear. The top-level agents watching you have noted every moment you followed that inner knowing, even when it cost you relationships, even when it cost you comfort, even when it cost you the approval of people you loved. Each time you honored the whisper, they stamped your file. Each time you walked away from what looked good on the surface, because your spirit said no, they recorded it as evidence. And chosen one, the case they have built on your behalf is about to be presented in a way you have never imagined. Comment Amen if you feel chosen right now. This is your confirmation. The very fact that this video found you is part of the file. The very fact that something pulled you to stop and listen is part of the strategy. You may have felt a strange calm wash over you the moment you pressed play. You may have felt chills moving through your body. You may have even felt your eyes sting with tears you cannot fully explain. That is not weakness. That is recognition. Your spirit recognizes the voice behind these words, because they have been speaking to you your entire life, through circumstances, through confirmations, through closed doors, and through divine rearrangements. And now, for the first time, they want to step out of the shadows and thank you face to face. Even in your hardest moments, even in the chapters you would rather erase, even in the seasons where you felt completely abandoned, you were being evaluated. Not to be punished, not to be condemned, but to be promoted. The agents you cannot see with your natural eyes have been grading your resilience. They have been watching how you respond when nobody is applauding. They have been checking whether you still bless those who curse you. They have been checking whether you still show up for your family when your own heart is breaking. They have been checking whether you still pray when your prayers feel like they bounce off the ceiling. And chosen one, your file came back approved. That is why you are here right now. That is why this message carries weight. That is why something inside of you refuses to leave this page. Type 111 to affirm this message in your own spirit right now. There is something shifting in the atmosphere around your life. You may have felt it already. Conversations that used to be normal now feel shallow. Gatherings that used to excite you now feel empty. Old dreams that used to motivate you now feel too small. That is not depression. That is divine realignment. Heaven is upgrading your assignments. The top-level agents reviewing your case have noticed your readiness. They have seen the season of training draw to a close. They have noted every skill you developed in silence. They have catalogued every gift you sharpened when nobody was watching. And now they are preparing to introduce you to a version of your life you have never seen before. Not a louder version, not a more crowded version, but a deeper, more aligned, more purposeful version. The thank you they are about to give you is the unveiling. You may not realize how many times you have been protected. The accidents that didn't happen. The calls that came at the perfect moment. The delays that felt like punishment but were actually shields. The people who walked into your life at the exact time you needed them, and the people who walked out at the exact time they no longer served you. None of that was random. The agents assigned to your assignment have been orchestrating movements around you for years. They have intercepted things you never knew were coming toward you. They have redirected storms you never saw forming on your horizon. They have spoken your name in rooms you will never enter. And they want you to know, right now, before anything else changes around you, that you are not unprotected, you are not forgotten, you are not alone, and you were never the victim of your circumstances. You were the protagonist of a story being written in real time by hands far greater than yours. Like this video if you feel this confirmation settling deep inside your chest. Now listen carefully. What I'm about to say next is going to hit something buried inside of you. You have spent years trying to explain yourself to people who were never equipped to understand you. You have softened your light to make others comfortable. You have shrunk your gifts to fit inside rooms that were too small for your calling. You have laughed when you wanted to cry. You have pretended to be okay when your insides were crumbling. You have been the strong one for so long that you forgot you were allowed to need strength too. But the top-level agents watching you have recorded every single act of silent sacrifice. They counted every tear you wiped away before anyone could see it. They heard every prayer you whispered in your car, in your bathroom, in the dark, with your face buried in your pillow. And they have filed it under one category, chosen one, the category of the faithful. Type yes again if you have carried weight that nobody else sees. There is a reason your voice shakes when you talk about what you have been through. There is a reason certain songs move you to tears. There is a reason you feel other people's pain as if it were your own. It is because your spirit was wired for a higher sensitivity level. You were built to carry intercessory weight. You were built to feel the hurts of others. Because heaven trusted you to hold them without breaking. The agents assigned to you have watched you do this for years, without recognition, without applause, without anyone checking on you, while you were busy checking on everyone else. They have seen you give advice you needed to hear yourself. They have seen you pray people through battles you were losing in private. They have seen you carry your family on your back while smiling in public. And now they want to thank you. Not with words. Not yet. With a shift you are about to feel. With open doors that have been locked for years. With favor that no longer requires your permission. With relationships that finally feel safe. With abundance that no longer comes with anxiety. With peace that does not depend on circumstances. This is your confirmation. You are not lost. You are being led. You were never meant to live the life you have been living. That life was the training ground. That life was the furnace. That life was the season where God shaped what needed to be shaped before releasing you into what was always meant for you. The agents watching your case have reviewed the after-action report. They have looked at every fire you walked through, every betrayal you survived, every closed door you stood in front of without losing your faith. And they have come to a unanimous verdict. You passed. You passed the test you did not even know you were taking. You passed the test your family still does not understand. You passed the test your friends stopped checking on you during. You passed the test the doctor, the counselor, the broken relationship, the failed business, the lonely night, every single one of them put in front of you. And now, chosen one, they are coming to thank you face to face for what you carried in silence. Type 222 if you are ready for the breakthrough they are about to release. There are 3 things these agents want you to release before they step fully into your life. The first is shame. Every time you have been made to feel too much, too intense, too spiritual, too emotional, too different, that shame does not belong to you. It was never yours. It was projected onto you by people who did not have the capacity to understand what lives inside of you. Release it now. Speak it out loud if you can. I release the shame for being too sensitive. I release the shame for being too deep. I release the shame for being too chosen. The agents have noted this release as evidence that you are ready for the next chapter. The second thing they want you to release is comparison. You have been measuring your beginning against somebody else's middle. You have been comparing your calling to their platform. You have been comparing your healing timeline to their highlight reel. Release it. Your path is custom. Your timing is custom. Your assignment is custom. The third thing they want you to release is the pressure to perform for approval. You do not have to earn what heaven has already decided to give you. You have already been approved in the courts that matter most. Now walk like it. Now listen carefully, because this part will change your walk forever. The top-level agents assigned to you are not demons. They are not enemies. They are watchers, witnesses, heavenly record keepers, angels of the highest order, delegated to your specific assignment since before you were born. Their thank you is not just praise. It is release. It is activation. It is commissioning. They are about to step out of the invisible realm and partner with you visibly. Expect sudden insight. Expect divine encounters with strangers. Expect dreams that feel more real than your waking life. Expect resources to flow from places you never planted. Expect favor with people who have no logical reason to favor you. Expect restorations that will make people ask what happened to you. Expect peace in areas that used to torment you. Expect opportunities that arrive faster than you can prepare. This is not hype, chosen one. This is briefing. To type yes if you receive this briefing in your spirit right now. You may be wondering what you did to deserve this kind of attention. Nothing. That is the entire point. You did not earn this. You survived it. There is a difference. The agents are not thanking you because you got it all right. They are thanking you because you kept going when everything went wrong. They are thanking you because you chose faith over bitterness, when bitterness would have been easier. They are thanking you because you protected your integrity in rooms where nobody was watching. They are thanking you because you raised your children, honored your parents, served your community, kept your word, paid your dues, and held your peace all at the same time. That is why they are coming. That is why the order has been signed. That is why your name is being mentioned tonight in places you have never heard of. You were never ordinary. You were handpicked. Listen to me. You were handpicked before the foundations of the world, before your parents met, before the country you were born in was decided, before the economy, the technology, the culture, the language you would speak, before any of it was assigned to you. A council of top-level agents gathered and reviewed your assignment. They looked at your blueprint. They noted your resilience. They calculated your capacity to carry what was coming, and they accepted the mission. You are not a backup plan. You are not an accident. You are not a forgotten file. You were the assignment they volunteered for. And they have been watching over you with the kind of attention most people only imagine exists in fiction. There is a reason you are hearing this today. There is a reason your spirit is alert right now. There is a reason you feel the weight of these words landing in places your mind cannot reach. Something is being unlocked. Something is being released. Something is being signed off in the heavenly realm, and the ink is still wet. The thank you the agents want to give you in person is not a moment in time. It is the beginning of a season where you stop surviving and start reigning. A season where your gifts find their God-given stages. A season where the right people finally find you. A season where the right resources finally locate you. A season where your name becomes a solution in rooms you have never entered. A season where your pain becomes the platform for someone else's healing. A season where every scar you hid becomes a credential you no longer have to explain. This is your confirmation. Hold on to it. Write it down if you have to. Screenshot this moment. You will look back on this and remember the exact second heaven shifted the case in your favor. Now let me tell you something nobody else will tell you tonight. You are being prepared for impact, not applause. Impact. There are people who will never meet you physically who will be changed because you exist. There are prayers being prayed right now by strangers that are being answered through assignments you have not even picked up yet. There are healings, provisions, breakthroughs, salvations, restorations, deliverances attached to your obedience. That is how significant you are. The agents watching you know this. Heaven knows this. And the enemy knows this too, which is why your life has felt like a battlefield. Every attack you survived was confirmation of how valuable you are. Every lie that was exposed was proof that the enemy tried to get to you early and failed. Every delay that frustrated you was protection from a premature launch. You were being held until the right moment, and that moment is now. Comment Harmond if you feel the shift happening inside of you already. Let me tell you about the moment of thanks. It will not look like you expect. You may be standing in a grocery store when it happens. You may be driving home when it happens. You may be lying in bed at 3 a.m. when it happens. You will feel something you have never felt before. You will feel seen, not by a person, by the invisible presence that has been walking with you your entire life. And tears will come not because you are sad, but because your spirit will recognize what is happening. The file will close. The case will be settled. The agents will step into full visibility around you, and from that moment on, you will not walk alone. You will not wake up alone. You will not fight alone. You will not decide alone. They will be in your meetings. They will be in your dreams. They will be in your decisions. They will be at your table. They will be at your door. They will be visible to you in ways that leave no room for doubt. And the first thing they will say is not congratulations. It is not job well done. It is thank you. Thank you for not giving up. Thank you for believing when you had nothing left. Thank you for staying when the room made it easier to leave. Thank you for protecting what was entrusted to you. Thank you for carrying what could have crushed you. Thank you for honoring the call, even when nobody else could hear it. Type 777 again, if you can feel this moment drawing near. There is a reason you have felt different your whole life. There is a reason you never fully fit in. There is a reason certain people could not handle your energy. There is a reason you outgrew circles you once depended on. It is because you were always being positioned for this. The loneliness you felt was not punishment. It was preparation. The misread looks you received were not rejection. They were recognition that the people looking at you did not yet have the eyes to see what they were looking at. You were being polished in private, so that when the spotlight finally hit you, you would reflect light instead of be burned by it. And now the spotlight is warming up. The agents know it. Heaven knows it. The enemy knows it. And you are about to know it. You were never ordinary, not one day of your life. The same breath that gave purpose to the universe gave purpose to your lungs. The same hand that parted seas is the hand that has been covering you in rooms you thought were unprotected. The same voice that commanded light into darkness has been speaking over your story, even when all you could hear was silence. Chosen one, you have been arguing for a God you were not even sure was listening. You have been standing on promises you could not yet see fulfilled. You have been loving people who did not deserve the version of you they were getting. And heaven took notice. Heaven said, "This one will not break." Heaven said, "This one carries something the rest of them cannot carry." Heaven said, "Protect this one until the right moment." And the right moment is here. Type yes if you feel the right moment finding you right now. Now I want to speak to a specific group of you who need to hear this most tonight. You who feel stuck. You who feel forgotten. You who feel like you have been waiting so long that the waiting has become your identity. You who feel like your faith is the size of a mustard seed, and you are ashamed of how small it has become. You who feel like everyone else has moved on with their lives, except you. You who feel like the window has closed, and you missed it. Listen to me. The agents watching you have observed every one of those thoughts. They have heard every one of those prayers. They have felt every one of those tears. And they are coming to tell you, on behalf of heaven, that your waiting was not wasted. Your loneliness was not punishment. Your delay was not denial. Your silence was not rejection. You were being prepared for something so custom, so specific, so perfectly fitted to your wiring that premature arrival would have disqualified you from it. The right thing did not pass you by. The right thing was being built around you. And the agents want you to know the construction is almost complete. To type 222 if this is the message you needed tonight. I want to speak to the ones who feel spiritually attacked more than anyone else right now. You who wake up with heaviness. You who cannot pinpoint why you feel drained. You who feel like something is following you between the pages of your day. The agents watching you are aware of the attacks. They know the names. They know the strategies. They know the timing. And they want you to know that none of the attacks have landed. Not one. Every attempt was intercepted. Every arrow was caught. Every assignment of harm sent your direction was redirected. The heaviness you feel is not proof of your defeat. It is proof of your significance. The enemy only fights what threatens his plans, and your life threatens his plans. Because your obedience unshackles people. Because your prayers shift atmospheres. Because your faith provokes miracles. Because your worship confuses darkness. Because your light cannot be extinguished, even when you feel like it has gone out. The attacks are confirmation that you are exactly where you need to be. This is your confirmation. You are not losing. You are winning in a war most people do not even know is being fought for them. Listen to me. There is something coming into your life that will not require your strength. It will require your trust. The agents are about to move in ways that exceed your planning. They are about to rearrange things around you without asking your permission. They are about to bless you in ways your budget cannot currently contain. They are about to open doors that your resume cannot unlock. They are about to introduce you to people your network would never have reached. They are about to download insight into your spirit in the middle of the night that will solve problems you have been carrying for years. They are about to vindicate you in rooms where you were once condemned. They are about to honor you in front of people who mocked your faith. They are about to restore what the enemy stole and then add to it things the enemy never had access to in the first place. Type yes if you are not leaving this page without receiving this. The thank you they want to give you in person is also a commissioning. It is not just gratitude. It is a transfer of authority. The agents are about to hand you back the portion of your life they were holding in safekeeping. The dreams you buried, the calling you doubted, the purpose you were afraid to say out loud, the vision that made you feel crazy, the desire that felt too big for someone like you. They were never crazy. They were entrusted to the agents until you were strong enough to carry them in public. And you are now strong enough. The strength you developed in silence is about to become the platform for your visibility. The wisdom you gained in private is about to become the content that changes other people's lives. The empathy you built through your own pain is about to become the ministry that sets captives free. The agents did not just protect your past, they were preparing your future. Type 111 if you feel the commissioning activating inside you. Now I want you to do something for a moment. Close your eyes again if you can. Take one more breath and ask the agents, ask heaven, ask the presence that brought you here tonight to step a little closer. Ask them to make their thank you personal. Ask them to name the specific things they want to thank you for, and wait. You will feel it. You may feel warmth in your chest. You may feel a calm you cannot explain. You may feel tears that have no logical source. That is them. That is the recognition. That is the personal touch of the agents who have been watching you since before you could form a memory. They are stepping into visibility. They are stepping into agreement with your next chapter. They are stepping into partnership with everything you were always meant to become. Chosen one, I do not know exactly when you arrived here tonight. I do not know what you are carrying. I do not know how long you have been waiting. But I know that something in you will not rest until you have agreed with what heaven is releasing over you right now. So I am going to say this slowly. Let these words sink into the places your spirit has been guarding. You are loved by a God who has not missed one moment of your life. You are seen by a God who has not missed one tear of your journey. You are protected by a God who has not missed one attack sent your direction. You are guided by a God who has not missed one decision you have had to make. You are held by a God who has not missed one prayer you have ever whispered. And you are about to be honored by that God in ways your mind is not yet able to process. This is not hype. This is not content. This is a divine briefing being delivered to the right person at the right time. And the right person is you. The top-level agents watching you are ready to step forward. They have your file. They have your blueprint. They have your timeline. They have your assignment. They have been briefed on your resilience, and they have been briefed on your future. The thank you is being prepared. The breakthrough is being released. The favor is being activated. The doors are being opened. The resources are being routed. The relationships are being assembled. The vindication is being scheduled. The restoration is being packaged. And you, chosen one, are being positioned to receive all of it, without apology, without guilt, without shrinking, without explanation. You are being positioned to receive what heaven has been storing for you since before time began. Type Amen with everything in you right now. I want to leave you with something you can carry into tomorrow. Whenever the heaviness returns, whenever the doubt creeps back in, whenever the world tries to convince you that nothing has changed and nothing ever will, remember this briefing. Remember the night you were told that you were being watched by top-level agents whose only assignment is your protection, your preparation, and your promotion. Remember that they have already won your case in the courts you cannot see. Remember that your thank you is not a question of if. It is a question of when, and the when is closer than you think. The agents want you to know that the moment is approaching. The thank you is approaching. The breakthrough is approaching. The unveiling is approaching. The shift is approaching. The open door is approaching. The answered prayer is approaching. The fulfilled dream is approaching. The vindication is approaching. The restoration is approaching. The new season is approaching. The personal encounter is approaching. The hand of heaven is approaching. And when it arrives, you will not need confirmation. You will know. You will simply know. You were never ordinary. You were never forgotten. You were never the backup plan. You were never the one who got overlooked. You were never the one heaven missed. You were always, always, always the assignment the top-level agents volunteered for. And they want you to know tonight, before another sunset, before another sleepless night, before another silent struggle, that they are coming. They are coming to thank you. They are coming to step into visibility. They are coming to partner with your next chapter. They are coming to honor every unseen sacrifice you have ever made. They are coming with the weight of heaven behind them. They are coming with the full backing of the Almighty. They are coming to remind you that you are not alone, that you were never alone, that you will never be alone again. Type 777 one final time if you receive this with your whole heart. Walk into tomorrow differently. Walk into your family differently. Walk into your work differently. Walk into your prayers differently. Walk into your dreams differently. Walk into your waiting season differently. Walk with the knowledge that heaven has been on your case all along. Walk with the knowledge that top-level agents have been watching your obedience. Walk with the knowledge that your file is approved. Walk with the knowledge that your breakthrough is signed. Walk with the knowledge that your thank you is closer than your next breath. Walk with the knowledge that nothing about your life has been accidental, that nothing about your journey has been wasted, that nothing about your waiting has been meaningless, that nothing about your pain has been permanent, that nothing about your faith has been ignored. Walk knowing that you are loved. Walk knowing that you are chosen. Walk knowing that you are protected. Walk knowing that you are being prepared. Walk knowing that you are being commissioned. Walk knowing that the agents are already on their way to thank you in person. Chosen one, this was not a coincidence. This was divine timing, and you were ready to receive it. Heaven is releasing this over your life right now, in this moment, in this breath. Receive it, keep it, carry it, and let no one ever convince you again that you were ordinary. You were never ordinary. You were heaven's custom assignment. And now heaven is stepping forward to thank you face to face. Type yes if you believe it. Type amen if you receive it. Type 1111 if you are ready to walk like it. And may the top-level agents watching you step so close to your life from this moment forward that you feel their presence with every single step you take.